Welcome back to Midnight Digital Decay. September 6th, 1620 AD. The Mayflower set sail from Plymouth, England, destined for the New World. But before it could break the horizon, a series of strange occurrences delayed its departure. On the eve of the voyage, several crew members reported seeing eerie, spectral lights hovering over the ship, casting an unnatural glow across the harbor. The lights danced and flickered, taking on the shape of unknown constellations, and those who gazed too long into their glow fell into trances, muttering in ancient tongues. The town's clergy declared the lights a bad omen, a sign that the voyage was cursed, and advised against setting sail. Despite these warnings, the ship departed as planned. As the Mayflower sailed into the open sea, a dense, unnatural fog enveloped the ship, obscuring the stars and moon. Navigational instruments failed, and the crew was plagued by nightmares of an endless ocean, where they sailed forever under a black sky. The captain, a seasoned mariner, grew increasingly erratic, driven to madness by the isolation. Days turned to weeks, and still no land appeared on the horizon. The crew, now delirious with fear, spoke of a malevolent force steering the ship away from its course. When the fog finally lifted, the Mayflower found itself not off the coast of America, but adrift in the North Sea, near the icy wastes of the Arctic. The ship was turned back to England. The passengers and crew never spoke of what they had experienced. The Mayflower eventually made its historic journey, but the tale of its first forgotten voyage lives on in whispered legend. September 6, 1847 AD. An expedition led by British explorer Sir John Franklin ventured deep into the uncharted territories of the Canadian Arctic. Franklin's goal was to find the fabled Northwest Passage, but what they found instead was something far more disturbing. As they ventured into the frigid wilderness, the compass readings began to fluctuate wildly, pointing them towards an uncharted valley hidden between ice-capped mountains. The valley was a place of unnatural warmth where strange flora thrived despite the surrounding tundra. In the center of this oasis stood an ancient monolithic structure, partially buried in ice. The structure was covered in indecipherable runes, resembling no known language, and as the explorers attempted to document the find, they were beset by vivid hallucinations. Some claimed to see towering humanoid figures emerging from the ice, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. As they dug deeper into the ice, they uncovered what appeared to be a gateway leading to an abyss of endless darkness. The air around the gateway hummed with a deep resonant frequency, causing the earth to tremble. Suddenly, the ice began to crack and shift, as if the earth itself was rejecting the intrusion. The expedition was forced to retreat as the valley closed in on itself, sealing the gateway beneath tons of ice and rock. Franklin and his men returned to England, but none could recall the exact location of the valley, and their journals were filled with nonsensical scrawls and fragmented memories. The official report dismissed the event as a collective hallucination brought on by the harsh conditions, but whispers of the hollow earth's awakening spread among those who believed in the hidden worlds beneath our feet. September 6, 1930 AD, the Dutch steamship SS Van Heemskerk embarked on a routine voyage from Batavia, modern-day Jakarta, to Rotterdam, carrying a cargo of spices and textiles. The ship was last sighted off the coast of Sumatra, sailing under calm seas. However, as night fell, a series of distress signals were received by nearby vessels, describing an unknown object emerging from the depths of the sea. The radio operator aboard the Van Heemskerk reported seeing a massive, luminescent shape rise from the water, a colossal serpent, its scales shimmering with an unnatural light. The creature circled the ship, and as it did, the temperature plummeted, and the sea began to churn violently. The crew's final transmissions were frantic and disjointed, speaking of strange symbols appearing on the ship's hull and a deafening roar that drowned out all other sounds. Moments later, the radio went silent, and the SS Van Heemskerk was never seen again. Search and rescue operations found no trace of the ship or its crew, only an expanse of eerily calm waters. The official explanation was that the ship had struck an uncharted reef and sank, but the stories of the sea serpent persisted, passed down among sailors who dared to venture into those treacherous waters. Some claimed that the creature was a guardian of a submerged city, an ancient relic of a lost civilization, awakened by the ship's presence. Others believed it to be a cryptid, an elusive beast that only reveals itself in the most isolated parts of the world. Whatever the truth, the disappearance of the SS Van Heemskerk remains one of the sea's most enduring mysteries. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more of this content. It lets me know people enjoy it and motivates me to continue to create it for you all. If you haven't already, check out my link tree in the description for more esoterica.